How will we determine what species or ecosystems to prioritize our conservation and preservation efforts on? If we use a single species approach, we can have 3 different major ways to determine which species we'll focus on. We could use an umbrella species. For an umbrella species, the habitat requirements are so large that by protecting that single species, other species will also benefit from that protection. We might focus on a flagship species. These tend to be large, charismatic species that get people excited and motivated to become involved in conservation. We also might choose to focus on keystone or foundation species. These are species in a community that have a disproportionate effect on the other species in that community. For example, cottonwood trees host more insect species than any other tree species in the southwestern U.S. Habitat restoration means the full or partial repair or replacement of biological habitats and/or their populations that have been degraded or destroyed. This is especially important for habitats that have high biodiversity. Breeding is another strategy for preserving biodiversity. A local example for Arizona is the California condor. Many factors, including DDT and lead poisoning, led to the near extinction of this iconic species. In 1988, there were only 22 individuals, all of which lived in captivity. Due to the captive breeding program, the species is recovering and has almost 700 individuals, many of which have been bred in the wild. Reintroductions from mammals to microbes can result in the rebalancing of ecosystems and protect vulnerable populations from extinction. I did my graduate research on the role that beneficial plant-associated fungi have on restoring cottonwood trees to locations that have been damaged by invasive tamarisk. Of all of the things that we tried to do, reintroducing their fungal buddies helped the cottonwood survive and grow the best. Cloning is a last-ditch effort to save a species from extinction. This approach cannot solve the problem that threatened the species in the first place. Also, a lack of genetic diversity in a population of cloned endangered species also keeps them vulnerable to future threats of extinction. But whatever our efforts are to conserve and preserve biodiversity, they must follow all 3 of the pillars of sustainable development, or they will not be viable in the long run.